The sunflower sea star is one of the most fascinating creatures in the ocean. It is the largest sea star in the world, and it grows up to 3 feet wide and sometimes weighs more than 10 pounds. Unlike the common 5-armed sea star, these species can have from 16 up to 24 arms. It lives in the cold waters of the Pacific Ocean, especially along the western coast of North America, from California to Alaska. Its colors can vary from orange, red, yellow, purple, brown, making it very easy to recognize. The sunflower sea star is also known for being surprisingly fast. Using hundreds of tiny tube feet underneath its arms, it can move much faster than other sea stars. This helps it hunt for food such as sea urchins, clams, snails, sea cucumbers, and small fish. It is considered a keystone species because it helps balance the kelp forest in the ocean. These kelp forests reduce the carbon in the atmosphere and also protects species that are in the ocean so that they can hide. Unfortunately, the sunflower sea star has drastically decreased in recent years because of a disease called the star wasting syndrome. It causes lesions, loss of arms, and eventually it leads to their death. Warmer ocean temperatures linked to climate change have made the outbreak even worse. Scientists and conservation groups are now studying ways to help the sunflower sea star recover and protect marine ecosystems. The conservation effort to help the sunflower sea star are captive breeding programs. Scientists and aquariums along the Pacific coast are raising healthy sunflower sea stars in controlled environments so that they can study and eventually reintroduce them into the ocean, into the environment. Researchers are also studying water temperatures and ocean conditions to better understand how these environmental changes can affect the recovery rates of the sunflower sea star. Another important effort focuses on reducing the kelp forest ecosystem. Since sea urchin populations have rapidly increased due to the decrease of the sunflower sea star, divers are removing excess urchins from coastal waters to allow kelp forests to regrow. Healthy kelp forests provide shelter and food for many marine organisms and help them rebuild balance in the ecosystem. Conservation organizations and universities are also collaborating to track population numbers and monitor recovery in different regions for the sunflower sea star. Public education campaigns encouraging people to support the ocean conservation, reducing pollution, and advocate for climate action due to rising ocean temperatures impacting the marine species recovery are all ways that we can all help the sunflower sea star.
Conservation efforts. Basically, from 2013 to around 2017, the sunflower sea star was basically fueled by blob, which is basically a massive patch of warm water in the Pacific. Water quality and coastal runoff. Efforts are underway to improve wastewater management. High levels of nitrogen and organic matter from the land runoff can basically deplete oxygen on the surface of the sea star skin. The skin defense. Since the sea star basically they breathe through the air, they need to basically keep the water clean of pollutants. It's a top tier conservation priority. Sunflower sea stars are social hunters. When a sunflower sea star enters a tide pool, let's say there's a snail or like smaller stars, they can smell the sea star coming and they will basically stamp away in slow motion to try to run. "75 tries later." Oh!